Hi guys, James from DBG here, and welcome to a bit of a chatty video for a change. I'm making this on the 2nd of May, so obviously Monday, which is a bank holiday in the UK, is the beginning of Warhammer Fest Online, which goes from Monday the 3rd to Saturday the 8th. Oh, my light's going everywhere because I'm moving. And what I thought I'd talk about is not what we're going to see, but something that's actually becoming quite close to my heart over the past, well, since lockdown and stuff, is Horus Heresy. Now, as you may have seen, I've done a few odds and sods with some Night Lords, and obviously I have my Ultramarines, and I've been catching up on all the novels, both the main story, all the novels I've missed and skipped, and obviously Solar War. By Solar War, I mean Siege of Terror. Anyway, so I'm catching up on all that on Audible and actual physical books as well. So I'm actually really into the Heresy at the moment. Not that all the other stuff I do is not prevalent, but at the moment, Heresy, especially considering all the rumours that have been popping up, and people like Kirioth, Chapter Master Valrek. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going for work. Cup of tea, sorry. Yeah, so Kirioth, Valrek, Leaky Cheese. There's a really interesting video on Code 30. That's worth checking out. And a few other well-known YouTubey, bloggy, Warhammery type of people have put all these rumours out, and a lot of them think that they are very true, and we could see something this year with regarding Horus Heresy 2.0. And I'm really excited about that, because Horus Heresy is fast becoming one of my main directions within the hobby. Hopefully come June I'll be able to catch up with the rest of the guys in DBG. Both Christopher and Reichardt both have Horus Heresy armies. Reichardt has his Imperial Fists, and Christopher has Salamanders and Alpha Legion. So it's a nice mix of really nice armies to face off each other, which is going to be really cool. Anyway, so what are these rumours? Well, there's a number, and some have been poo-pooed, and some have been, oh, this is probably a definite, as far as rumours go. So let's just chat about some of these rumours. So first of all, there's rumour of a starter set, possibly in September. Now that would be very cool, because Horus Heresy doesn't actually have a starter set anymore. Not that it did. It had Betrayal at Calth and Burning at Prospero, which were two standalone games, but everybody bought them, including myself, as bases of Horus Heresy armies. That's what the base of the Burning at Prospero was, the basis of my original Horus Heresy army, which were Eye Warriors. So yeah, that is going to be that would be an amazing thing to happen, especially in this year, when it seems that Forge World is re-gearing itself, especially with Code 30. Again, check out Leaky Cheese on that. So excuse me. So yeah, but within the starter set we don't know. Now there are rumours of a number of plastic kits alongside this, which would probably be in the starter set. There is a rumour of Mark II Marines and Mark VI Marines. Mark II doesn't make any sense, because by the time the Horus Heresy comes around, there's only a couple of legions, and maybe the odds and sods like the Black Shields that actually use Mark II armour. Famously, I think only the World Eaters still have Mark II Crusade armour running around. But the thing Naka from the Outer Circle put out is that we already have two Tactical Squad or bolter based kits, which is the Mark IVs and Mark IIIs, and they're bolter based, which is essential for Heresy, especially if you're playing Marines. So he put out the idea that if they're Mark II Assault Squads, which is something we're lacking, but Mark II Assault Squads in plastic, that would be very cool. Plus the fact that a Mark II Assault Squad, I think, is no longer available on Forge World. You can only get Mark Vs, but they are £39 for 5 miniatures because they're all resin. And you don't get any of the special weapons. You have to buy an extra add-on kit to give yourself any plasma pistols, inferno pistols, hand flamers, power fists, power swords, etc, etc, etc. So you actually end up spending £52, no, £52, sorry, on a 5-man tactical squad. Now, I should have done some research. The plastic Mark 7 Assault Marines, I think they're around £28 to £30 for 5 miniatures. Now, if they do the same thing, you're looking at a 10-man squad for £60, instead of a 10-man squad for almost £100. That would be so much nicer, so much easier to do a really cool, focused, fluffy army. The other option is the Mark 6. Now, a Mark 6 came into service towards the end of the Heresy, mainly only for Raven Guard and Alpha Legion, because they were quieter. Basically, there was the sneaky armour for the sneaky legions. That's why it's called the Corvus pattern, because it's named after Corvus Corax, the Rome mark of the Raven Guard. So that would be cool as well. So if that could have some extra special weapons in there or something. So yeah, they're two infantry kits that they're talking about. There's also rumours of a plastic Proteus Land Raider. Yeah, Proteus. And a plastic Spartan. Again, both would be amazing. But Games Workshop have got to think about longevity and the money. Obviously, all these things cost massive amounts of money to make the moulds. Again, Maka, who is a man full of salt. He loves his heresy, but he's a man full of salt. He always finds the right criticisms to poke at. Says that the 40k crowd don't really do tanks anymore. They won't want the Proteus and they won't want the Spartan. So you're relying on the Horus Heresy crowd alone buying these plastic kits, which might not be enough. I mean, it'd be fine for us in the UK and maybe America, but for the rest of the world, especially when Forge World is consistently screwing over, especially those people in Australasia, Australians, New Zealanders, and all that, are being hit massively with, I think it's a 60% price difference between us and them, which is ridiculous. And it's pure money making from Games Workshop's point of view. But a reasonable argument that he put out is that it's probably not worth their time and effort and money to do big tanks. Best off keeping those as Forge World, big, huge resin kits, which, you know, the Spartan is £116 and the Proteus Land Raider is £99, I think. And if they're in plastic, you would expect the Proteus to be around the same price point as a Repulsor, so around 50-60 quid, and a Spartan to be the same price point as probably a Baneblade, so £85, which is a bit of a difference considering the resin. But what he did point out was if they did dreadnoughts, and because the 40k crowd love a Leviathan, they did a proper plastic multi-part Leviathan, that would be amazing. It would. And it would. And it would probably be, sorry, biscuit, probably be roughly around the same price as a Redemptor, because a Redemptor and a Leviathan are very similar sizes. So you're looking at something that's really big and nasty for around £40, which would be very cool. So that's some of the rumours. And the other rumour is that the starter set, if and when it exists, will be out in September, which I think is really worth waiting for. And with Warhammer Fest Online coming on this week, And they have that special announcement next Saturday, the 8th. There's a big question mark, because I think it starts with Age of Sigmar, then we've got 40k, then we've got Black Library, and then we've got box games, then we've got 40k again, and then we've got something else, and then we've got the Mystery Day. Now, either they're going to slot the 40k, the Heresy in the box games a bit, so probably won't be Necromunda or Warcry or something like that, or they're going to save it for the Saturday for a big launch, a big reveal of Horus Heresy 2.0. Well, I remember. Sorry, that's my son running up the stairs going to the loo. You didn't need to know that, but hey, I'll leave it in. Another thing, no more black books. So those see, I've got a paperback one here, so I'll just get it out. I've got the paperback one here. Now I only got this one. This is book 6, as you can see, even though it's backwards, because I'm using my rear-facing camera. I only got this one because it's got the rules for Dark Angels, Blood Angels, White Scars before their relative books came out, and it's also got loads of special characters, Black Shields and Shattered Legions, which I really like Black Shields at the moment. But yeah, so that's why I got that one. I got it when it first came out in paperback, so about 2 years ago, 18 months, I don't know. Anyway, I've got that. That's the only one I've got. Everything else I've got are the red books. Now, the red books, see, this is a rule book. The red books, about £40 each, though I haven't paid £40 for them. I got them all on eBay, much cheaper. And they're all the current ones, so because they updated them quite a lot. They're all your needs, because there's one. So I'm just going to put that back. There's one for legions, which gives you specific legion rules they've already released, which are missing about 6. You've got the Space Marine Army list. You've got the Mechanicum Tagmata, which gives you the 3 things in Mechanicum. So that's the Cybernetica, the big tanky dudes. Oh, for God's sake. The joys of living in a household with 4 other people and only 1 bathroom. Again, apologies, I'll leave this in because I was mid-flow. I can't remember where I was, and if I start again, I'm going to have to do the whole video all over again. I'm just not going to do it. So, my wife needs to go to the loo. Anyway, no more black books. The red books, I can't remember where I was with them, but the red books are the ones you need without the actual army list and the points in. Obviously, the rule book. So they said no more black books. So they're also talking about updating the rules. Now, the Horus Heresy, I know I'm going back and forth. The Horus Heresy community really don't like 8th and 9th edition, because I don't think it fits in with the Horus Heresy, which is based on 7th edition. I personally do not like 7th. It was bloated beyond belief, and they did their own version of 7th for Heresy, and it's still really bloated when it comes to the special rules. There's like 15 pages of special rules. It's just so they need to condense it all down, and there's bits of 8th and 9th they can put in, like in Heresy, if you're infantry and you have a heavy weapon, if you move, you need 6s to hit. In 8th and 9th, if you're infantry and have a heavy weapon, it's -1 to hit. So a Space Marine will be hitting on 4s, a Guardsman will be hitting on 5s, etc, etc, etc. So that would be cool. I understand with the set stats for Weapons School, Blessed School, because the Primarchs are very specific. Some are combat monsters. Sanguinius, Russ, Angron, Kurz are all combat monsters. Oh, and the Lion. They're all combat monsters. And they're really hard to kill in combat. And then there are other characters such as Lorgar and Gilliman and Magnus that aren't as combat-y, but they're still quite good. And the way the combat system works sort of balances that out. Lorgar is, until his ascension, he's a bit poo compared to the rest of the Primarchs, but once he gets his psychicness, he's a lot better. except the target pays can actually kill him straight away, remove him if he has a perils. Which, yeah, anyway. So that's another rumoury thing. Anyway, I've rambled on for too long. That's the thing. I'm really excited about Heresy. I'm looking forward to possibly hearing the release of lots of lovely plastic rack and a starter set for September this year. Those are the rumours. There's loads of stuff online. Check out all the people I mentioned. Kirioth, Leaky Cheese, Valrek, Macker in the Outer Circle. They're all on YouTube. They've all done stuff regarding Heresy 2.0. Check them out and make up your own minds and probably be as excited as I am about it. So I'll bring this all to a close now. So basically, do all the YouTubey stuff, like and subscribe. Links in the description to all the stuff I can never remember, apart from Goblin Gaming and Patreon. And as always, stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you next time.